Hi, I'm Christian Guzman, and I approve of the Board Shorts and Banter podcast.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Board Shorts and Banter podcast. This is episode 91, and today
we're not recording, are we?
Yes.
Yes.
Got my cream of rice.
We don't care. You know, eat and talk. You know, it's a very chilled out vibe tonight.
Very good, very good.
We've put him into a stressed state now, so he's not
going
to digest his meal.
No, it isn't, mate. AJ is not going to be happy with you, boys.
Mate. You are.
I don't think AJ is ever very happy with me. Yeah, actually.
Hey.
Get the badging, boys.
Get the badging.
Oh, I like it. Have you just been on a podcast?
Literally been filming Annie games until like 10 minutes ago. So I've literally just had to make my final meal now and eat.
God, you want it so bad.
I want it so bad, bro.
We were just talking prior to starting this podcast about how hungry I am.
Hungry?
I'm a hungry boy. Yeah, I'm like a fucking...
Are you dieting?
No.
Ah.
I'm doing my last push-up of the off-season.
What's your food on at the minute?
I'm glad that you asked, Kes. It is on 550 grams of carbs, around 80 fat, and 275 protein.
And you're hungry on that?
Yeah, I know. I'm like a bloody... I don't know.
That's high protein for a little natty cheesy guy, isn't it?
I reckon I've got a tapeworm or something.
You got a tapeworm, mate. It's probably about this thick from all the protein.
Yeah.
Are you doing a lot of steps?
No.
Strange.
If I was to guess, I would guess that I'm doing around 4,000 steps a day at the minute.
I think I've been doing about 25,000 over the last week on average.
Oh. We're going to get into that because I've had loads of questions about your travels.
Have you?
Yeah, loads.
Kez, I'm guessing you haven't lost weight though, no?
Yeah. Yeah, I've lost about 3 pounds, I'd say, whilst I've been there.
Oh, mate, may as well prep.
Yeah, that's it. Dieting, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, I've been having pretty much off-plan throughout. I've had, like, one on-plan meal a day, I'd say, whilst I've been there. The main thing is I've just been getting in roughly 200 grams of protein. And then food-wise, I'm just trying to eat enough. For me, like, I'm on holiday and I'm not trying to, like, be a perfect bodybuilder there. That's not my priority. It's actually enjoying the local culture, the local cuisine, and having a good time. And you can absolutely do that and stay somewhat on plan. Make sure you get a decent amount of protein in each meal. Make sure you get enough calories in. And don't eat like a complete slob. And you'll be fine. If it's a week, you're going to be fine if you're not on a prep. So anyone who's like, I think a lot of these younger bodybuilders nowadays, they get wrapped up in being perfect with everything. And even in off season, and then they end up missing out on so much, like social events. They'll say no to people, their friends, for doing fun stuff. I'm like, just have fun, man. Like, have fun whilst you can, and because when you do eventually prep, you're gonna wish you did this stuff, because that's the time when you're gonna lock in, and then that makes you appreciate these moments even more. So absolutely, just enjoy yourself as much as you can, and you don't want to live your life and look back with regrets and think, oh, what if I did this? What if I did that? So, main thing, get protein in, get enough calories, and you'll be fine.
Oops. There we go, mate. What's happened to you, Josh? What are you doing?
There he is.
my thing is the other way around. Like, you know, the video is like mirrored.
Ah.
I don't know. It
looks
just a bit
normal
annoying.
to us, mate.
Does it?
Yeah.
Mirror video. Turn off. There we go. It's better.
It's just the same as normal, etc., etc.
There we go. So, like, if you look at my thingy,
yes,
it's just coaching.
Mate, plug galore today.
Yeah, Josh is on it.
I'm on it, bro.
Oh, discount code Tom VQ. There we go.
Discount code KES10 chosen for you.
Yeah, I'm a free agent. I'm not sponsored by anyone.
Don't worry about it, Josh.
I've got an idea, right? So I'm gonna make content. For some reason now, it's really wigging me out that. Oh God, I'll sort it in a sec. I'm going to make content reviewing gymwear. So I'm going to buy like VQ's launch every single time. I'm going to buy Chosen Fuse, Gymshark, you name it. I'm just going to make content reviewing it, which is better than being sponsored by one, because then it's tax deductible. Am I right?
It is, yeah. But are you going to be honest in your feedback?
Yeah, of course. No one's paying me.
Good.
Mate, I'm always honest. Come on.
Sometimes, doesn't it, mate?
Yeah, who
does.
cares?
It does.
Who does he get me in trouble with, Kez?
Well, I've seen this little beef with the DFBA recently.
Mate, it's not beef. It's not beef. Kez, if you said to me, Josh, I'm going to get lip fillers, right? I'd turn around to you and I'd go, Kez, what the friggin' hell are you on about? Because that's what friends are for, you know? I'm an honest guy. If I think it's a good idea, I'm going to go, yeah, go ahead, mate.
Mate, we've known each other for years though, so I'm happy for you to completely rinse me, but yeah,
all right, okay.
I mean, it's in good fun, to be fair. I enjoy it. No, to be fair, it's constructive discussion. I'm all for it.
I like to challenge the narrative.
Yeah.
Get lip fillers. Don't listen to Josh. Like,
mate, to be fair, I've recently just got some I like clear aligners.
Best money that you'll ever spend.
Yeah. So yeah, mate, I've wanted to for years, but I've always just put it off, thinking it's a bit expensive, and yeah, I thought I might as well. Yeah, just go for it. So yeah, got them fitted today. To be fair, nice. It's not too bad.
Who have you gone with?
Smile White.
Right, is that Dr. Afan guy?
It's there's twins. So the two twins.
Oh yeah. Yorkshire Dental.
Yorkshire Dental. Yeah.
I'm clued up with my dentist in the area. So, what can I say?
So I've actually tagged them in a story, and they've just messaged me on Instagram asking if I want to do content with them, and I'm like, yeah, mate, why not? So
you do know that they both have an OnlyFans account.
Do they actually?
Yeah, no, I'm joking, Kez.
I was gonna say, my Muslim brothers, you've disappointed me.
No, that'd be funny though. We weren't on about content with the retainers, bro.
Yeah,
take it off.
Teeth is such a game changer though to your face. Like sorting teeth out is such a game changer to your face.
Yeah, it's something I've been self-conscious about for a while, because I've actually got one tooth here. It's actually been knocked in because I had an accident when I was younger, and it's been like that since that point. And I've always been self-conscious about it, and it's like I don't smile in a lot of photos because of that particular reason. So yeah, man, it's just I feel sorry for me, but yeah, eventually I'll get it sorted. So
it's going to change your life, and I also think as well, now that you are an influencer, I reckon that's tax deductible.
Yeah.
Shall I try it? I'll ask Logan.
Do it.
I'll ask Logan in the next meeting.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. I've been watching some of Logan's. Is it Logan? Who's the ginger one?
Gareth.
Been watching some of his reels recently. I think they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're wicked.
He's very tax efficient, isn't he? Very. Not my level, but he's very good.
Josh.
Yeah, he's within the law.
Hey. So am I. Anyway. Right. Anyway. Kez, tell us about Japan.
Mate, it was everything that I hoped for and more. Like, for those who roughly know who I am, they know I'm like massively into anime and the whole subculture, I suppose. But yeah, mate, it was absolutely unreal. Obviously, there was the anime side of things. There was a district called Akihabara, which was like massively anime centric, but there's something for everyone there. There's so many different districts, so many different vibes. The food was amazing. The people are really cool there. Like it's somewhere that I feel like everyone, if you have the opportunity to go there, everyone has to go there. It's like a once in a lifetime thing. You boys need to go for sure.
I've said for years, Japan's my number one spot to go to, and Annabella's just not interested. She'd rather go and sit on a beach, which is fair enough.
No, mate.
I've got to do it.
Yeah, it's one of them where you'll be busy all the time. Like, you won't be resting for a minute, but I loved it. Like, I feel like I wasn't wasting any time whatsoever. Every minute was filled with something, whether it's one thing or another. And another thing which made it cool as well was I went with my brother, and I haven't actually seen him in a few years because he lives in Australia. So yeah, man, it was cool. No. I mean, we speak on the phone anyway, so it was cool to catch up with him, and we're into similar things as well. So yeah, that was wicked.
I saw his Instagram page. He's into calisthenics, isn't he?
He is.
He's actually sick. He's in good shape.
Yeah, mate, he does handstands and all that sort of thing. So he actually teaches people to do it as well. He like coaches people calisthenics as well. So he's like a PT at like a fancy, one of the fanciest gyms in Australia. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a luxury.
Where does he live?
What is it? Brisbane.
Brizzy.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, man.
Very cool.
So he's into training as well. He does he dabbles with a few bodybuilding stuff here and there, but he's more into the bodyweight stuff. I've said to him, like, you should train like a bodybuilder, and you do well in men's physique, to be fair, because he's got basically the same shape as me. He just doesn't have the size. But yeah, I think he enjoys that, to be fair, and he's a bit more. What's that? Sorry.
Is he younger or older?
Younger.
Ooh.
Oh.
So he's 27.
Ooh.
I forget how old you are, Kez.
He's old.
I'm old, man. I'm older than both of you. I'm
42.
29, man.
Oh.
Nah, I'm not quite David Langsdale yet. Don't worry.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah,
that.
I'm still in my 20s. But yeah, I think my brother's a bit more spontaneous than me. I think to be a bodybuilder, you kind of need to love the structure and the routine, whereas my brother's like a bit more of a free spirit, I suppose, and a bit more spontaneous. So I think he'd struggle with the prep and the monotony of it.
Yeah. But yeah, that is where most people get tripped up in it.
Yeah.
You've just got to do the same shit over and over again. Oh dear.
Yeah.
So Japan, you would recommend then?
Would recommend 100%. 100%.
Was it expensive?
No. I think. Well. It wasn't expensive. Obviously, the flight wasn't cheap because of how far it is. Once you're there, the food is reasonable. It's actually comparable to here, I would say, in terms of the cost of food, so it's not too bad. It just depends what you do. Obviously, if you're doing like experiences like because I did a few things. I did the Skytree, which is like a tower that's really high, and you get a view of the whole city. And Tokyo, yeah. And it's called Tokyo Skytree, and you basically can go watch this. So if you time it right, you can watch.
No idea what happened there. Anyway, Kez, carry on. Skytree.
Yeah, Skytree. You basically get a view of the entire city, and you can watch the sunset over Tokyo. So that was incredible. Obviously, you have to spend to get into that, and then we had a few other little excursions, I suppose, as well. So that was really cool. But when you're there, it's worth the money. Like, I don't really think about it too much in terms of the money that I'm spending when you're on holiday, because I like to pay for I don't really like paying for things like too much. I'm not too big on paying for material things per se, but experiences I'll pay for it, because like those last for a lifetime, those memories and experiences. So yeah.
You can't go to Tokyo and like be worried about what you're spending. Like,
No. It's not crazy expensive, to be fair. It's like it's cheaper than London, put it that way. So it's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. However, we did get fleeced at one particular restaurant where it's one of them where you can put the meat on the grill yourself, and basically, yeah. So that was a cool experience. But we were looking at the prices, and it was like, it turned out to, well, what we thought was like 12 quid for each of us. And I'm like, this is way too cheap. There's something wrong here. But we carried on anyway. And then we redid the conversion at the end, and it turned out to be like 250 quid in total for the meal. And like, if it's like some fine dining fancy restaurant, I'm like, okay, fair enough. But it was like a dive inside, and and we ended up paying that much, so I was pretty annoyed at that. And then to compound that, I got some clothes from Lyft as well. You know the brand Lyft, Lyft.
No.
It's a Japanese brand. They're pretty cool. There's a gym called Lyft Gym there, in Tokyo, and the clothes are actually really cool. Chosen for you, if you're watching this, I didn't buy the Lyft stuff. However, from Lyft, I took it to the restaurant and I left the bag there. I just completely forgot where I had it, and then I noticed in the evening, like, I haven't got my bag. So I went back the following day to the restaurant. And they played dumb, saying that they hadn't got it. And I reckon that guy is now rocking some Lyft garms as we speak. So he's fleeced us for our money and fleeced me for my Lyft garms as well.
Oh, fuming.
Was the food
man. Unreal. Oh yeah, that food was good. It was like Not worth 120 quid, I'll tell you that. It was good though. It was very good. But as a whole, the food was amazing there. Like this is why I'm saying, like, if you're gonna go to Tokyo, don't worry about like staying on, like, don't go there and prep is what I'm saying. But if you aren't on prep, like, don't just meal prep everything, because you're gonna miss out on so much. So many different cuisines, so many different dishes. And it's bodybuilder friendly somewhat, because there's a lot of protein in the food. There's a lot of meat there, so you will get a decent amount of protein in anyway.
Oh mate, you could just eat sushi for every meal. You'd come back absolutely wham.
Yeah, exactly.
What you went to like an anime gym? Was that the Lift gym? Was that their gym?
No. Okay. So the anime gym was the One Piece gym. So One Piece is a very popular anime. So there was an anime centric gym in Shibuya, which is like where we were staying in Tokyo, and it's just got a bunch of like the merch from One Piece. It had like a few manga panels in the background, which was really cool. But the kit was actually pretty decent. Like, it had hammer strength mostly, which isn't bad, to be fair, for a gym in terms of the kit. So you could get a decent session in. However, Lift gym, that was like, if you're a bodybuilder, you'll go to Lift gym pretty much if you're in Tokyo, because it had Prime, Cybex, like most of the best kit. I'd say it's a bit weird though, and it was expensive to start off with. I think that was like 120 for a week, which is a bit of a rip-off, I thought.
120 quid?
Yeah. So I was like, you know what?
Sounds like Alpha Land.
Yeah, I was like, if I paid that, I'm going to train pretty much every day, which is what I did. So I made the most of it. But it was a bit weird, like the vibe, because it was too pristine, if you know what I mean. Like, it didn't have, like, there were men's physique guys there. There was this well-known guy, I don't know if you know Junpei Taguchi, who's a IFBB Pro Japanese men's physique athlete. He's very good, very, very good.
Is he natural?
No.
I have no idea.
Yeah, mate. But yeah, he was there every day. But the vibe, it's too pristine, too quiet. It didn't feel like hardcore, and the people weren't training that hard there. There were a lot of like PTs training with the clients there, so it wasn't too hardcore. So I wouldn't train there all the time, just in terms of the vibe. And also, this is a thing in Japan as well. A lot of gyms don't let you film. So that particular gym, it's bizarre. Like, you'd think they want the publicity, but they did not let you film whatsoever. There were no tripods allowed. I literally had to sneak like a set of me doing a V squat, like with my phone propped up on my water bottle, and then I took a cheeky photo in the changing room, but I had to sneak it. So it's bizarre. There was another gym I went to called Hero Gym, which was pretty cool. Which that was actually a lot more bodybuilder in terms of the vibe, and they had a lot of English speaking people there for some reason as well. People from America, Australia, UK as well. So that was cool. I trained with a guy that I speak to on Instagram who lives there as well. So a guy called Jacob, very, very good physique, very good natural athlete. So he's actually from America, but he's studying there in Japan. So yeah, man, sound guy, good session, good dude. So yeah, that was, I think I preferred that gym just because of the vibe of it.
Bro. It's nice that you know, it's weird when you're on social media, you're like, oh, I'm doing this content, and you don't really see the people. And then when you get out into the world, like, you know, going to Japan, Australia, whatever, and you meet the people, it's like, holy shit, my content does reach people. That's real life people.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about social media is the connections you make with people, and the real connections you make with people where you have something in common. It might not even be bodybuilding as well. It might not be bodybuilding. It might be some interest you have that's outside of bodybuilding, and then you connect over that, and then you then share experiences, you do fun stuff, and you get to meet. And like, that's genuinely one of my favorite aspects of social media. And yeah, man, it's something I want to do a lot more for sure.
I love it.
Good man.
But as well as Japan, though, you've got some other big news as well, haven't you? Maybe in regards to posing, maybe in regards to leaving said job, if that's something you can talk about. Just
Yeah, I'll talk about it.
Is that common knowledge? Because I'd made a point of not saying it.
I talked about it on the podcast, but I haven't talked about it on social media.
Okay.
But I'll say it. Who cares? Yeah.
No.
So
I can cut it if you want.
No. I'll say it. It's fine. It's knowledge. Like, everyone.
Breaking news, everybody.
Yes. Sky Sports exclusive. Yeah, man. So for those of people that like don't know like what I do in terms of vocation or work, so I'm actually a product development engineer at a glass manufacturer. So very, very different from posing, and that's kind of like was my niche. Like, well, I was quite studious at university. I got good grades at school, and like that was my natural career progression. It was through chemical engineering and then into that particular thing, and I've enjoyed it. I've obviously worked my way up over the years, but then as I've gotten into the bodybuilding side of things, that was more just through enjoying the gym, enjoying training, and then people just saying, you know what, you should compete in men's physique, and I just gave it a go. But as I've gotten into it, I've just fallen more and more in love with the bodybuilding as a whole, and then specifically for me, the posing side of things in men's physique, and I've kind of jumped on that particular aspect of something I'm quite good at, and then I've been able to help people over the last couple of years, which has made me in turn fall in love with it even more, just being more involved with the industry, I suppose, to the point now where, like, let's just say financially, I'm making more from that than I am from like my job. So it makes complete sense to the point where, so I handed my notice in at work, I think pretty much a month ago now. So yeah, man. So I will be going full time with the posing as of April. So it'll still be a couple of months. But yeah, like I just can't wait. It's just going to allow me to like be able to put way more into it in terms of take on more clients, more into marketing, more into like going to events and stuff like that, which I'm a little bit limited as well. Even like stuff like training with you boys, like stuff like that, I can just do way more freely now, which I really struggle with doing at the minute because of like time constraints. Like I'm extremely busy.
I've just had a great idea.
What's the idea?
Tom's had the same idea.
What?
Do you know, just putting it out there, I think everyone should move to Rotherham/Sheffield.
I don't think I'll be moving to the Rotherham. Let's put it that way.
Sheffield's lovely though, isn't it, Tom?
Oh,
I've heard it's pretty cheap.
It's good value for money. Cheap, not quite, but good value for money. Rotherham is very cheap.
Yeah.
Could get an 8-bedroom house in Rotherham for £1,000 a month if you want.
I'd rather clap my shit in my hands and clap though. But
Yeah. You may not be safe, but you will have an 8-bedroom house.
I feel like
honestly, you joke, but it's a possibility for sure. Like it's something I'm evaluating. Like obviously, I'll have to work in terms of everything because for me, an important thing is like my environment. Like, and as I've gotten further, I've like appreciated this more. And for me, I've really had to create my own environment, like in my head, because where I am at the minute, there aren't a lot of people like doing the same thing. So I'm on my own quite a lot. Like in the gym, I don't really speak to anyone just because it's fine. It's fine. Like, because I am quite an independent person and I like doing my own thing. But at the same time, it does get lonely at times. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's good to have that me time, but it's also good to have like-minded people who will work hard around you. And like everyone says the same thing. Everyone who's in those environments says that, and it just elevates them even further. And it's something that I really, really want. Like, and it's kind of something that I want to be around more like-minded people. And I do feel like it's going to help me progress, like as an athlete, as a posing coach, within business, in terms of how I generate ideas. Obviously, for the sake of connections, networking, all that jazz as well. Because I'm kind of a little bit out of the loop with everyone, so I have to make a conscious effort to like see people, go to events, to like do this sort of thing at the minute. And it's fine, but yeah, it would be really cool to be like with mates, with like-minded people for sure. So yeah, man, keep your eyes peeled.
That would be something else. Tom, do you want to talk about anything, or do you want to not?
Well, Kez, I would say, mate, just do it. Just do it, right? Because I may or may not be moving to Sheffield.
Woo!
Yay! So,
Sick.
I get my own way all the time.
Kez, basically, now that you've said that, right, you're gonna have Josh in your DMs every day saying, "Please."
I'm going to be sending you apartments for rent, and you'll be like, "Oh, fuck them, all right,
This is a
get this
nice
kid off my
area."
bike."
Yeah, man.
Nah,
So you're
but
staying on Josh's sofa then?
No, in my
Yeah.
bed.
He's got a spare
Ah,
room.
yeah. Kicking
Annabella
Annabella
sleeps
out.
in the spare bed.
Yeah,
You
got ya.
Josh's bed, main room.
Yeah.
But like, mate, that environment is so key. Like, you know, even for me, like moving to Manchester initially, like, was such a huge move, and it's been like such a great environment. But I feel like even just then moving to somewhere which is, in my opinion, is like similar in terms of like the actual area itself, but just being around more people like Josh, just Rotherham, because Rotherham is amazing. You know, it's just like it's just a level up, mate. So maybe because that is the next move for you as well.
Yeah. I think
Obviously,
It's so
yeah,
exciting.
Quite a lot going on right now, you know, one thing at a time. But
one thing at a time. But I mean, it'd be pretty ideal. Like for me, I wouldn't want to be like too far away from family, just because I'm quite close with my family. And Sheffield's like an hour away, so yeah, it's pretty ideal to be fair.
no brainer.
So yeah, you're selling me. You're selling me.
Oh, mate, honestly, I told Eagles earlier about you moving, Tom, and he was like, "Oh, that's great. So I finished prepping in potentially April." I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "We can all go out together." I was like, "This is literally the life that I want."
Imagine the Eagles out.
He loves it. He has a pint.
Does he?
Yeah, of course
I
he
didn't know.
does.
I thought it was all in on bodybuilding.
He did
Of course he is.
He did a 10k challenge, didn't he, on his YouTube, and he was like drinking pints in it when he went bowling.
Were you? Ah.
Yeah, having pints of Madry. What a boy. Honestly, yeah. If you know anyone that's listening to this wants to better their environment and is a nice person, not an arsehole, Ultraflex Rotherham, fantastic. Sheffield, fantastic.
Josh's
Basically,
apartment, fantastic.
Yeah, we've got a spare room. Rent is £4,000 a month for the spare room.
Bought how much?
£4,000 a month for the spare room.
You didn't offer it for me for that cheap.
Sorry, 4,000 plus VAT.
Okay, there we go. That's better.
There we go. That's closer, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we should just you know, inundate Ultraflex Rotherham with just loads of natural men's physique guys, and just like
Yeah.
you know, elevate the estrogen level in there a little bit.
That's
You know,
it. Only natural.
Yeah.
Imagine that. The roid heads would lose it. They were looking around. There's AJ over there, Loz there, me, Thorburn will come back.
That's it.
Oh,
Cooper
what a
will
time
be
to be alive.
headbutting everyone.
oh, mate. Jack asked him for some advice the other day. Cooper were doing a single arm pec deck, and Jack went over. He was like, "Oh, Cooper, what's the benefit of doing a single arm pec deck?" And Cooper just went, "Don't copy me, mate. Don't copy me on anything. Nothing at all. Listen to your brother." Like, all right. Nice interaction. Very funny.
Yeah. Sounds about right, that.
Asking that though, like as a genuine question.
Yeah. Genuine question.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I reckon you know how like these movements go in cycles, and like there's like one fad move, not fad, but one trending movement in at a time. I reckon that's the next one. The single arm pec deck is going to be the next one that
Right.
every like 130-pound natty is going to be doing.
Because whenever I see these things, I always try to preempt what the scientific 130-pound natty is going to say. And the justification that I've come up with for them is, well, I do a single arm lat pull down, so now it's about time I did a single arm pec deck.
I tried it before. I hated it.
That's what
I'd just be spinning around.
Yeah,
That's what
And it
I
feels
just-
so submaximal.
I lose stability. Like I just
Yeah.
round my shoulder forward every single time. Not fun.
Yeah, but AJ was doing it. It must work.
Ah, yeah, of course. No, I just take
AJ's.
I take back what I just said. It is the best chest movement in the game.
AJ is 130 pounds. I'm joking.
Josh,
Yeah.
our video editor just messaged me because I took a little while to get back to his message because obviously I was sorting out the apartment and whatnot. He goes, "No worries, all good. The realization of moving in proximity of Rotherham isn't for the light-hearted, so no."
Oh dear.
God to
Bless
say.
him.
Amazing.
Oh, what a place Rotherham is. I'm going to take you to the roughest areas that I can find.
Please do.
Just to, make you realise how lucky you are to be in Sheffield.
Okay.
not to, you know, rub it in, but Tom's living in such a nice area as well. I'm jealous.
Nice. It's very nice. It's where Josh actually wants to live.
It's where our next house will be.
You may have the pro card, mate, but you know.
Tom's got the postcode.
That's it.
Yeah. I did have a few questions in the old questions box. First one from Cal Curry _ How different is Japanese food to Wagamama's?
Very.
Yes.
Very, very different. Like, no, it's just Wagamama's is decent.
It's Pan-Asian. It's all of Asia.
Yeah. Obviously, it's different cuisines, but even like the Japanese portion of it, it's not comparable at all. Like, you know, when you have food and you just like feel like it's authentic, like there's actual real food and real spices, and it's just truly authentic. With Wagamama's, it's just not quite the case, I would say. I know you love it, but it's just not. I
love it pre-show.
Yeah. It's not even close.
I feel like Wagamama's is generally like when you have a Chinese in the UK. I'm convinced that's not Chinese food.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not Chinese food.
Bollocks, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like
it's
Wagamama's
like-
is that for like Japanese food.
Yeah, it's like when like English people have like an Indian, like a cheeky Indian, like what they like to call it.
Chips with curry sauce.
Yeah, and they think it's Indian. It's not. It's not actual like Indian or Pakistani food. Like there is actual like just taste to that. Whereas that one, they just lather it with like oil, and it's pretty horrendous. So yeah, it's not comparable. Is the answer to that?
You just have to experience it yourself.
You do.
Have you ever actually found authentic Japanese food in the UK though? No.
Not personally.
There
No.
you go.
Ian Talbot Bath has asked a question. A thing in Japan you should do that not a lot of people don't think of doing.
Okay, I've got one for this. So there are a lot of very common touristy things which we did. I'm not going to say them because everyone will know about them. There was one thing which we did, and it was actually a museum. So it was a samurai ninja museum. It was really cool. Basically, they were very concise, and the way they explained it was really good because they basically just gave a full history of Japan, the samurai, the feudal system, how it worked in terms of the rankings, and it was just really cool. And they basically gave like a few facts about like Japan and how things work and why it is the way it is. For example, if you ever go to Japan, they walk on the left-hand side. Everyone walks on the left-hand side all the time, and the reason they do that is because back in the day, the samurai would carry their swords on their left. So if they were walking on the right, then their swords would clash and then end up fighting. So because of that, they end up walking on the left. And to this day, they now always walk on the left. So that's a fun fact of the day. That is I actually found that enthralling. And then
Very clever.
yeah, and then at the end, I don't know if you know the shuriken, so like the circular thing with the like little blades. Yeah, so you know how they do like axe throwing here in the UK? We basically did that, but with the shuriken. So that was really cool at the end. So tag. Yeah, exactly. So that was pretty cool as well. So anyone around Tokyo, that's I'd say quite an underrated activity that not a lot of people would think to do.
Was you any good at it?
Mate, for the practice rounds, I was sinking them every single time. And then when it came to the competitive, I just bottled it and flopped completely. And then, ended up crashing out.
Was there anything in Japan that like you didn't expect to see there? Like, I don't know. I couldn't imagine a bowling alley to be in Japan for some reason. Or a darts board.
There's loads. There's darts board.
Throwing style boards instead.
Yeah, no, there weren't darts boards. I didn't see darts board. There were bowling alleys, like the bowling alleys and cinemas. There's most things that'd be in like big cities, to be fair, because Tokyo is a big city, so maybe it isn't like complete authentic Japan, I suppose. So there are Western things there for sure. The biggest thing I was surprised at was how clean it was. It was pristine, Tokyo. Like genuinely, there was not a shred of litter on the streets whatsoever. And you have to think like how many people are walking across every single day. And if I was to compare to a city in terms of size, how busy it is, I'd say London. And London's an absolute cesspit. Like, if you walk on any street in London, it's just dirty, litter everywhere. Tokyo, I think because of the culture and the, like, know to respect it and to not to litter, no one's littering whatsoever. And I just appreciate that. And it just adds to the experience if you don't see a litter when you're there.
Do you know how many people live in Tokyo?
20 million?
So there's 14 million live in the city centre, and then there's 41 million in the metropolitan area.
Jeez.
That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised.
Most densely populated city in the world.
Yeah,
no,
I'm
Japan's...
not surprised.
Is it? Oh.
Do you know when you go to like London, like Oxford Circus, whatnot, and it's rammed? Is it like
Yeah,
that?
it's like that. Yeah, it's like that. Basically, because we were staying in Shibuya, which is like one of the most popular areas, and there's a famous crossing there called the Scramble Crossing, where people go to take photos, and it's crazy. Like, because obviously they're very big on the traffic light system there, so no one jaywalks. Like, no one will cross when there's a red light. It's just not done. So everyone stopped. So you see it, and it's the whole crossing is completely clear. And then as soon as that green light goes, it's absolute mayhem with everyone crossing, and it's cool just to watch it. Just stand there and watch people crossing.
It sounds like though it's organised chaos.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Is it Tokyo where people go around in Mario Kart things?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did you do that?
No, we didn't. We didn't. Next time I am gonna do that because
We'll go when we go.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
There's 2,642 people per kilometre squared.
That's ridiculous.
In Tokyo. That's mental.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised because like a lot of the shops and restaurants, they're kind of like stacked on top of each other. So in one building, you'll have numerous restaurants within one particular like building. Obviously in the UK, like you'll just have like a standard one building, like quite wide restaurant, whereas these are so narrow and they're just like built upwards, I suppose, as well. And then other stuff like, well, we'll get into this, but the Maid Café as well, that was like on a high level.
Yeah, I've been asked about this. Shay McCall. Shay McCall, he's coming to the posing seminar, isn't he?
He is indeed.
Mate, such a good group of lads. Like from the people that I know through social media.
Definitely,
that's going to be such a good day.
I am buzzing, mate. I'm buzzing. Like, obviously, like I'm a bit blown away by the number of people that are coming. It's pretty cool. I mean, last time I think I got 8 people, which I was buzzing about like last year for the posing seminar, and now I've got like 25, 26, I think, something like that.
Wow.
So that's wicked, man. And the people are all sound as well. Like, it's really, really cool. So yeah, man, I can't wait.
Yeah, very impressive. Shay McCall has asked, how many animaids does Kez have in mind as potential wives?
Oh, the waifus. Yeah, mate. That was something else. That honestly. So that's like a saying. So like an anime or a Japanese girl that you find attractive, you call them a waifu.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
We're getting this like all the law now.
This is the law. Yeah.
The law.
But
I like this.
Kez has been on holiday for a week and he's come back authentic Japanese.
That's it. Yeah. So in terms of the answer to that question, yeah, no, it was good fun, to be fair. I mean, I was on board with it all for the first 3/4 of it. So for a bit of
first 3/4, I want to know what happened in that final quarter.
Well,
Ping pong.
It was not quite that bad, but yeah, we were. It was bizarre. Like, it was like completely over the top. I think they were paid to like be over the top, like an anime girl, basically. And what they said to us, because they sat us down and just told us how it worked and everything. And what they said is, if you want to get our attention, like signal us to buy something or get a drink or whatever, you have to say meow meow first. So basically, if you say to them anything that isn't meow meow, they will air you, like genuinely. So every time I wanted anything, I'd have to say meow meow.
Meow meow, glass of water, please.
Yes.
Like literally like that.
Literally, yeah. So yeah, man, any shred of self-respect I had was just out of the window immediately after that point. Yeah.
And you also
Cat ears. So there was like a little raffle thing, and I won some cat ears. So I may or may not have worn them for the rest of the day, even when I was like out and about in Tokyo.
Qais, mate.
Yeah, man. When in Tokyo, who cares?
Sound like
yeah.
Cam's Fitness or whatever he's called.
Yeah, Cam's my boy. But yeah, and then they did like a full-on performance as well, like a full-on set of like anime songs basically. I think a couple had like paid for them to do like a personalized performance for them, and they were like synchronized dance routines and everything as well. It was actually really good, to be fair.
Did you sing along? Did you know the songs?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
But that was cool. And then it got a bit weird after that. So like, in terms of like the clientele that were there, some of them were a bit suspicious looking, I would say, in terms of maybe a bit on the creepier side.
Japanese.
Yeah, locals.
Okay.
I'm like, they're definitely regulars, I would say, some of the people there. And then what you could do is you could pay to like get a photo with the maids. I actually did that, by the way, but I didn't post it because the photo was taken at a point in which the girl looked like I was holding a hostage. Like, that's all I can say about that particular picture. Like, I was smiling and then she looked scared in the photo. So yeah, I didn't post it because it was a bit embarrassing. Yeah. And then basically a couple of guys got a photo with her, and you could like get the girls to like do a particular pose of your choice. And what they got her to do was not anything bodybuilding. Unfortunately, not anything bodybuilding related. So
Big glute spread.
no, worse. So they got her to get this bowl, then get on all fours, and then pretend to drink out of it like a cat.
That's a bit weird.
Do you think? Just a bit.
That's a bit weird.
Oh
A
my
bit
God.
weird.
Were these men slightly older in age?
I'd say they were probably in the 30s.
Oh, okay, not even. Okay.
Not that old, but it was.
Tom, it's still weird, mate.
It is weird because I don't know if you know, like in anime culture, there's a thing called like, or Japanese called furries. I don't know if you've heard of furries.
Yep.
No.
Where people like dress up as like animals, and they
Oh, right.
I saw a
and they
furry
act, they
convention.
completely act like animals, like they completely
Bristol.
act like dogs.
I was walking
or
through
cats.
Bristol, and there was
Yeah.
a gathering of furries.
Yeah,
In Bristol.
Yep.
That's where the bloody team. That's where Chosen Few is, isn't it?
yeah.
Oh,
Oh God.
Imagine-
Cam's going to be dressed as a bloody cat.
Mate, furry meet up at the Senate seminar.
Oh yeah. You do whatever you need to do, Kez.
Yeah, mate. But yeah, that was. I was on board until that point, and then after that, I was like, okay, this is getting a bit weird now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiny bit weird. Oh yeah. Oh, God. Oh,
Sharing the screen.
Tom, this is not good. It's not going to go down well. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh God.
So for anyone on audio, Tom's just showing us furries. Wow. I bet they're not cheap, you know.
This is
No,
this is
I reckon they're not.
People do this, don't they?
People do it. Yeah, it's an actual thing.
But they take it very seriously. It's like a cult.
Yeah.
So this is the
Wow.
next step for you, then, Kez.
That's it. Yeah.
Got more time on your hands, self-employed, so you can do all this kind of stuff now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You won't be welcome in Sheffield though, dressed as one of them. mate.
Imagine me going to Rotherham dressed as a furry.
And just to kind of show people like the Maid Café.
Yeah, that was
Oh
basically
my
what they
God.
look like. Yeah.
White,
I was going to
And
say
it was
something.
at
then,
that
but
place
it
as well,
didn't sound-
Akihabara. Yeah, that was at the place.
white
Wow.
waifu material right there.
Waifu, man.
I was going to say that they all look the same, but then I
Oh,
thought,
you can't say that.
no, but it's just because they're dressed the same. Nothing. That's it.
I'm pretty sure that was the place we went to as well.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
Oh, Kez, you there?
Yay.
Oh dear. Oh my God, Tom, can you get it off now, mate? You're creeping me out.
This racist talk.
You're taking the mic. That's
Mate.
that's authentic Japanese culture.
You know what? I'm gonna take you boys to Japan one day. I'm gonna take you to a Maid Cafe.
Sign me
Can
up.
Can we just rent Nissan GTRs and just razz them round?
I mean, to be fair, there is like a spot. We didn't go there where they just like have a load of supercars there or kitted out cars. You know, like the Fast and
Like
Furious
Tokyo
movies.
Drift, yeah.
Yeah, like the Fast and Furious movies. There's like one spot. It's like somewhere on the highway. It's quite hard to get there. But just a bunch of like sick kitted out cars where you can just take photos with them basically, or they're just revving them around pretty much. So probably go there next time.
All driven by animaids.
I wish.
Oh, guys. Right, any more questions on it? Can Kez run down the cost of his travel? No, don't bother, mate. There's no worries.
I mean, 800 quid flight return, 600 quid Airbnb, not too bad. Other than that, pretty standard in terms of food and everything else. So yeah, it's affordable. The flight is the main thing which you'll be paying for, I suppose. Other than that,
Where did you fly from?
Etihad. So Manchester to Abu Dhabi. And then Abu Dhabi to Tokyo. And to be fair, the Etihad are really good. Like they cater to bodybuilders. Like they're giving me chicken and rice every 3 hours, which is pretty ideal. Spiking that NPS.
Oh yeah. Me and Annabella's been looking at holidays in Abu Dhabi. It's really quite cheap.
Is it? Well, I've heard it. I've heard
stop in
it's
a
a lot.
mega 5-star hotel.
Yeah, I've heard it's a lot cheaper than Dubai. Yeah.
And the local gym, Oxygen Gym.
Yes. They've got one in Dubai now. They've
Yeah.
got one in Dubai though now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Oxygen one though does look pretty sick. It's Q8.
Yeah.
That's the main one, isn't it?
Kuwait. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, right. Brad Coxedge has asked, are you lads going to the VQ 10-year meetup? Brad, I will not because I'm not sponsored by VQ, so therefore don't participate in events like that. Tom?
Come.
No, will I?
Sponsored, so
Yeah, Tom's getting paid to be there.
Where is it?
it's
Muscle Works, isn't it?
no.
Oh,
Works.
that's probably why he's asking.
Where is it?
I'm an awful.
I'm guessing it's somewhere where Brad trains.
Oh, he might just be a massive fanboy of Tom Stockton.
Let's have a look. Josh, you're coming. Kez, you're
I'm
not allowed.
def-
It's chosen for you.
I'm busy.
That's a shame.
10-year anniversary event. Oh, let's click the link
I reckon
and
it
buy
might
tickets.
be Muscleworks.
Surely it is. I feel like everything's at Muscle Works for them.
Ripped
Gym.
Basil.
No way. Is that the gym that refused to shut down in lockdown? I feel like it is. Ripped
That was
Gym.
Prophecy, wasn't it?
Nah. There were a guy from down south that was like adamant that he weren't shutting. Ripped Gym Basildon. Might not be that one. Does look a good gym now. Jeremy Buendia. Oh.
We've got a food stall, tattoo artists, a barber, a DJ,
Animaids.
Animaids.
If it hasn't got animaids, I'm not going.
Yeah.
There's animaids.
That's the rules.
I'll specify just for you, mate.
Thank you very much.
If you want Kez there, get the animaids in.
And you have to ship them from Japan.
Oh God.
Authentic or nothing, mate.
Authentic.
Yeah. Authentic, shipped.
That's it.
I only have one more question. Tom, did you get any questions?
Yeah, I got some questions.
All right, I've got one more, and then you can run through all yours. Matty Korecki, how to manage bodybuilding with having an occasional drink. Just don't get battered every single week. You can have a few pints here and there. Doesn't cause a negative effect on your training. Just keep a lid on things.
Yeah.
Or be Muslim and don't drink.
Yeah. There is the option of, have non-alcoholic drinks. We went out for a Sunday dinner yesterday. I had 3 pints of 0% Guinness. Lovely.
Do you enjoy that? Like, do you like the taste of it? Because I've tried non-alcoholic beer before and it's absolutely rank. It's disgusting. Like, it's absolutely disgusting.
Sorry, Kez, I've got a refined palate.
No, you
I
haven't.
quite appreciate the finer things in life, like lagers and an ale and
Like,
stouts.
I didn't think people would have it for the taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate, Guinness is gorgeous.
Like
Guinness, man.
I quite like the mocktails, like you know those girly mocktails.
Oh yeah.
They're nice, the fruity ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
May as well just have a Fanta orange, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
Tom.
Another question. Headless cucumber. Are knee sleeves necessary for everyone?
Sorry, someone's name is Headless Cucumber.
Indeed.
Is he Japanese?
I don't think so.
Okay, interesting.
Are knee
Sorry.
sleeves necessary for everyone?
I mean, no, but I feel like they don't harm you. Like, for me, I use them for all my hacks and my leg presses, and I just feel like a lot more safe and secure for like my heavy loading sets, I suppose. And it just gives me more confidence. Like, I would just say I'd stay away from like the crazy wraps that people use, like the powerlifters use, because I feel like people kind of use that to like just load more weight for the sake of it.
Would you say that if you use them wraps, you are a bit of a pussy?
I used to do them, and I used to do it just to get more weight on the bar. Like that was literally like
so.
the
So
reason
you would say yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You're calling Jack Eagles a pussy. God, horrible boy, Kez.
Yeah, everyone except for Jack Eagles. He can.
There
do
we
it.
go. Yeah.
There we go.
No. You can't go.
Eagles, all right.
I'm not standing on business.
There's a lad at Ultraflex at the minute, right? He's only been going a few weeks, so I'm not going to say anything to him yet. And he obviously doesn't listen to the podcast because, well, you'll know why when I tell you what I'm going to tell you. Today he was training shoulders, right? He turned up, beanie on, massive Trained by JP hoodie, elbow sleeves over the top of his jumper, and then knee sleeves over the top of his joggers to train shoulders.
Oh my days! That's amazing.
So he was sat on the prime lateral raise machine with all this gear on. I'm just looking at him like, someone's got to tell him. I'm not going to be the one to tell him. Headphones on, properly like, oh, this guy's going to war.
Was he wearing squat shoes?
I'll find out his shoes next time. I'm just completely fixated on his elbow sleeves.
Jeez.
You wouldn't understand.
Unreal.
That. It's an identity, isn't it? You know that. That's like your cookie cutter trained by JP kind of fighting.
Yeah, but trained by JP doesn't do that, does he?
No.
No, I don't think he wears knee sleeves for a shoulder press. Nah, I mean, like, if you use an example, like when you go on holiday, like when I went to Japan, I was training. I didn't take any of my gear. Like, I took the gear. Yeah, no, my equipment for lifting.
Thank you, Chris.
I took my wrist straps, and that was it. Like, that's literally all I took. And I was absolutely fine, like, with all my training, even legs as well. I didn't take my belt. I think the belt would have been handy, but I didn't want to fit it in the suitcase. I didn't take my knee sleeves. And yeah, mate, like, I did leg press, I did a V squat, and it was fine. I just didn't go crazy with the weight. I went a bit higher in reps, but yeah, I think it's a little bit. I think people become quite dependent on that sort of thing, to the point where, like, psychologically, they're like, oh, if I don't have this, like, my whole session's gonna be rubbish. Like, and it's not the case. It's a lot of it is psychological, I think.
That's literally the exact reason. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I can't blame the kid now, can I?
That's it.
Fair,
JP did it.
So. JP though, he's probably got like joints that are like just about holding together still, so that's kind of warranted there,
Mate, I'm not. I don't want to come across as I'm bashing, but Jordan is obviously an incredibly strong chap, but his outfit choice is very questionable. He's got Birkenstocks with fluffy socks on, and then his joggers are tucked into his fluffy socks.
Mate, he's got negative drip. He would not fit in Harajuku. Like, that is the district in Japan where, mate, the drip in Tokyo is absolutely unreal. Like, there's this district called Harajuku, which is, like, specifically focused on, like, fashion. And, like, literally there's corners where people are just getting, like, drip photo shoots. And, yeah, mate, I was like... You know how I'm, like, focused on the posing? There should be, like, a subsect of posing coaches just for taking, like, fit pics. because the way these guys were like just moving from pose to pose was like, it was something like, it was incredible. They were like, within a second, they were moving from one like perfectly executed pose to another, and they were doing it second, and like I was blown away by this.
Yeah, but do you not think that's weird?
No, I think it's pretty cool.
I'd just be like, why? Who
Yeah,
are you
but
gonna
if someone-
like?
if
Are you gonna
someone
show
outside
everyone
it,
these
you know,
photos?
If someone looked
That
at
well,
men's physique
so
pose-
some of them are probably models, to be fair.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, if someone looked at men's physique pose and they'd be like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah, exactly.
If they saw the Qais moonwalk, they'd be like, "What the fuck is that, man?"
No, they
No,
won't.
they won't.
No, they won't.
No, they won't.
That's pretty cool.
I'm excited for Kes to teach me how to do the Kes moonwalk.
Oh, mate, we're gonna do a full Billie Jean synchronized dance and film it at the seminar.
30
I was actually thinking earlier about my eye walk when I compete this year.
Okay.
And I'm thinking of doing you can remember when Luis Suarez used to score and he used to like go, mwah, 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 and then like, almost like do a sue.
Don't do a Sue.
No, I'm not doing a sue. I'm going to do like Luis Suarez and then like, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll
Just
work
to,
on
just
that.
to stand out.
We'll work on that for sure.
You're not involved now? No? Not keen?
I don't know about that. Like, for you, like, you're quite, like, a powerful poser, I think. And I think your posing should reflect your physique and also, like, your personality as well. Like, I'm a bit more flowy, I suppose, in terms of, like, my physique and also, like, just how I am. And I think you posing wants to complement your physique, and I think you still want to keep that, like, element of, like, power to your posing, which you're quite good at, for sure. And I probably would stick to doing that because it looks good on your physique. And then we can obviously play around with some fancy footwork and all that sort of thing as well, for sure.
Yeah. We'll obviously keep it on the men's physique thing, seeing as though this is board shorts and banter, not Visit Japan. This year, Kez, I'm going to challenge you. Who are the physiques to look out for?
This lad called Josh Croggan, who's pretty decent, I think.
I actually shit myself a little minute there. Like, I think who's this kid?
Yeah, no. I'm trying to think who else. So I was speaking strictly men's physique then.
Men's physique. Guys that are going to be competing. I'm going to say specifically natural as well, because I know that you are working with people on the other side of the fence.
Yeah. Jovan Essen. I think he'll do very well this year in whatever he decides to do. I'm not really sure. I think he is going IFBB route. I think he's going for the IFBB natural shows. I've spoken to him a few times at shows, and it says something he wants to do. He's always talked like about, and I think because he's with Zach, I think he pushes a lot of guys down that IFBB route. So him. Actually, that leads me to. I'm not sure if he's natural anymore. You know Jay Macker?
Yeah, he's not.
Okay, that's fine. I'd assumed he wasn't, but yeah, that's fine.
Oh, he'd be a good guest for the pod.
It looks good though, and to be fair, he doesn't like not a lot of people know a lot about him, if you know what I mean, like him as a person. So that would be pretty good to get him on, I think.
I'd love to know how he's built his social media. Like 1 minute he was on like 15, 20k, and then the next is
just
way over 100.
Be good looking. That's the main thing. Just be a good looking guy. That's it.
I need your teeth guy's number.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who else. Have you boys got any names?
Look, I believe me and Jovan are going to go up against each other, and that's going to be the one.
The one, yeah. I reckon so.
Yeah. Very different looks. Like Jovan, very genetically bubbly. I'm incredibly dense. That's it. In every form. Obviously, I'm excited for Tam to go on.
Tam, yes, that's a good one.
But Tam's in that like short category, whereas I know me and Jovan were pretty much the same height.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm honestly I'm so excited for it.
Yeah. So I have got someone, opposing client. You won't know who he is. He's got a big following though, outside of men's physique. Very exciting. So he'll be competing. I'm not going to say who it is, because it's a little bit under wraps at the minute. But it's going to be in May, PCA First Timers Naturals. Sorry, PCA Naturals show.
He's competed before.
No, first timers. He's a first time athlete, but he's competing in the natural show at Wolverhampton.
He's not doing the first time as the day before.
He might be. He might be actually. I'll need to confirm with him. But he's crazy muscle bellies. I'll just say that. Obviously,
Is he black or is he
Yes.
white? Right. Okay. So.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know who this guy is. I'm sure he's amazing, but there's a guy that's coming to the seminar that when you see him, Kez, you're going to go, holy shit. And then when I tell you how old he is, you will shit yourself.
Which
He's
is
one of my boys. But the chosen few one.
Is he?
Yeah.
And he's one of your clients?
Yeah. I don't post him anywhere.
I think I know who you're on about.
Okay.
Yeah, I know who you're on about. Yeah.
Josh, what's his skin color?
White. Very white.
Yeah, I know who you're on about. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait until you see him in person.
Okay. I'm excited now.
You really need to help his posing. His posing coach is, Matt LeMay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job, but still, we've got a long way to go.
Yeah. Sweet.
And yeah, it's exciting times.
Shall be done.
Yeah. I've been trying to keep an eye out for people that are competing this year, because obviously with the MBW show, we do want to try and get as many people on that stage as possible. So yeah, if you know anyone, Kez, feel free to send him over to MBW.
Yeah, I will do. It's more. I've got more people in line for the earlier shows at the minute, so I think as the months progress, you'll get more of the, let's just say, heavy hitters going for the later shows. That's
really how it feels.
Yeah,
the September October shows are just going to be mental.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited for the WNBF circuit as well. Because this year it was so cool, seeing the level of the guys, especially these European guys. Crazy, man, crazy. So many of them, loads of good Spanish guys, German guys as well. Oh, so I have a posing client who I think he's gonna win the world overall. Put it that way.
Mad.
Is it the Greek guy?
He's from Cyprus.
Yeah, I know who you're on about.
Crazy. When I saw his physique, his posing needs a lot of work when I saw him on stage. And so I just followed him from that point, and then he just got in touch and been working on posing. With improved posing, which we still need to improve, he's gonna be absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy.
When did he last compete?
When Josh's Germany show.
Oh.
So he
won
his
in the
class.
Overall.
Yeah, so he came second to High Tor.
But for me, his posing was so twisted.
It was bad, his posing. Really bad, and he still won his class.
I remember looking at him backstage, thinking, you aren't symmetrical anywhere. But then as soon as he stepped on stage, it didn't matter that he weren't symmetrical because he didn't stand front on at all.
Yeah, exactly. So with improved posing, he's going to be hard to beat because he's got because WNBF at the minute they reward muscularity heavily in men's physique, and he's so muscular, so it's going to be pretty nuts.
Nice. I don't think I'm doing the worlds this year.
Yeah. Are you doing Dubai?
Not sure. If you look at the September shows, WNBF, please don't cancel me. I obviously want to do PCA Naturals. I want to do the MBW show. Obviously, I would then want to do the WNBF UK. It's just getting it all to work logistically. Dubai would be great. Yeah, being in the sun for a week, probably do me wonders on prep. But logistically, it is proving to be a nightmare this year. Because then it's you look at it and you go, oh, well, you could just prep a little bit longer and do the Galaxy, try and win some prize money. But I just don't want to. I don't want to do that much traveling again. I did that last time.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's hard to say because obviously on the last prep, I'm so glad I went to Dubai. Obviously, it was an unforgettable experience, but I got really ill after that one, and it just killed me. It completely cut my prep after that. How ill I got, and I think it partly was the stress that I was under, but obviously the travel didn't help as well, and I probably picked something up there, and
100%.
After that it was curtains for the prep.
So when do you think it's going to be your return then, 2026.
Yes, 2026. If all goes well, like it's been pretty tricky. Like the more tricky than I thought it would be. Like the reverse from prep. Just hormonally, I've been in a pretty bad spot, to be honest, coming out of prep. And I think largely was like stress in terms of the amount of work I've been doing, and the posing and my own prep, and just all that's compounded and resulted in me in being in a pretty bad spot health wise. And I knew it because I was fainting during my prep and everything as well, so I wasn't in a great spot. And it's taken a little bit of time to like recover hormonally. Like I'm still in that process now. I don't feel 100%, but I'm getting there.
It's still, mate, it's still, yeah, I would expect, won't be until March time until you truly feel like you're over prep.
Yeah, exactly. And then even like physique wise, like I wasn't happy with what was happening with my physique in terms of I was putting on a lot of fat quickly, not muscular. So I was like kind of looking fatter, but flatter as well than I did in prep. And like it got a bit demoralizing. I'm not going to lie, like every single week. And I was like consistent. I was nailing everything I needed to nail with all the variables, with the training, diet, nutrition, steps, all that sort of thing. And then when you're doing all that and then you're seeing your physique get worse every single week, I'm like, something's not right here. So like that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my bloods done. Obviously it wasn't ideal. Like my T3, T4 were not in a good spot as well, so like thyroid's quite affected as well, which kind of makes sense. So I've just like, the biggest thing which I've like changed since that point is like trying my best like to manage my workload and stress, which has been the biggest thing, I would say, because I've just like ran myself into the, like I've had to do it. Obviously I've had to put in the dog work to get to the point where I've had to get to. But now like I feel I'm in a position where I can like somewhat take my foot off the gas and be a bit smarter with the work that I'm doing and put my time into what I feel like I should be putting the time into. And this is the biggest decision I made, reason I made the decision to go full time, like as early as I have. Like I was like, okay, something has to change with my life here. I can't continue to like be in this position year round, day after day. Otherwise it's just going to get worse. So obviously I just made the decision to like follow something like I'm super passionate about, something that I can obviously do well financially with as well, and then give me the freedom to like manage my own hours and manage my stress as well. So I feel like that's gonna be only a good thing from me, like from a health perspective, but obviously also from like an athlete perspective, and actually putting on some size in the off season. So man, 2026, probably looking at later shows. So it's probably a similar time frame, to be fair. I'll want to do the Dubai show again for sure. I'll do UK. We'll see what like the situation is with this Two Bros natural situation. Maybe give that a go. See how that is. And maybe give a PCA show a go as well. The main goal will be Worlds, or I really want to do Worlds. Like I wanted to do it this year, if it was possible. If I felt like I was good enough to do it, which I just didn't feel like I was. Well, do well in it, I suppose. Next time, like, I would love to do Worlds.
Exciting, mate.
Very. Well, we've gone well over an hour now, so I reckon we wrap the podcast up here. Qais, thank you so much for making the time this evening. We know that you are a very busy man. Tom, you never do anything, mate. So
No.
It's a good job you're here. Otherwise, you would have had a very pointless Monday. And me, well, what can I say? I'm about to start my night shift of doing another 48 check-ins. No, I'm joking. But yeah, thank you for listening, guys. You all know where Qais is on social media. Qais, are you going to crack on with the YouTube again now?
Yeah. At the minute, I'm just completely rammed with like posing clients at the minute. So when I go full time is when I'm gonna like be very regular with the YouTube. But at the minute, like it's just absolute effort finding the time to get any YouTube content. So April, I'll be way more consistent with the YouTube.
Yeah, I'll give you the number for my editor guy, who's extremely good value for money.
Okay,
and insane turnaround.
I'll definitely want that for sure, because I'll definitely want to do like vlog content as well for sure.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Lovely stuff. Well, Qais, where can people find you? Anyone that doesn't know.
Yeah, so you can find me at Instagram at @KaisButt_. Also Kaesthetic Posing, which is my posing page. If you're interested, if you're competing in men's physique and you're interested in leveling up your posing, just feel free to drop me a DM at any point. For new clients at the minute, I'm almost booked until April now, so it's more late March in which I'd be available for new clients. So if you do want to get your posing leveled up for this year, just let me know in advance, because getting booked quite quickly. So that's where you can find me.
I'll have to tell my boys I was about to send you away now, mate.
It's all right.
I'm joking.
Right, he'll squeeze him in.
Yeah, he'll squeeze him in.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. Catch you in a bit, boys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Indeed.
Peace.